As a classical Christian school, our primary goal is to seek the holistic transformation of students, mind, body, and spirit, in a community that loves to worship and glorify God. We aim to shape the fruits of the Spirit, the virtues and reason in students so that they will be in line with God's revelation. We try to promote a gospel-centered culture that fosters a love for God and joyful rigor.
We're looking for an inner transformation of our children. We're not just looking to have them modify their behavior or fit in or achieve a certain academic goal. We truly want their hearts to be transformed and aligned with God's purpose and will for their life.
Our teachers are first Christians, then scholars, and then teachers. As lovers of learning themselves, they work diligently to train these students, building close relationships with each student and viewing each student as a disciple.
I look at my students as not just a little person that needs to be told a million facts and absorb them and walk away with them. I look at my students as little souls that I have this wonderful tapestry of many facts and many things that I want to and get to teach them, but I'm not just looking at how can they best absorb this information. I'm looking at how best can their soul be formed and their character be formed by this information.
I just love coming to school every day and teaching these precious little children about the Lord and the truth of the gospel and how the gospel changes everything and how everything, math, science, reading, language, everything comes from the truth of Christ.
Here at Grace Classical, we view all subjects as being united in Christ, believing that integration reveals the unity of God's world.
When I was growing up as a child, I attended a school that did not acknowledge God, completely ignored God, and I wanted something different for my family. I want them to go to a school where God is the centerpiece, that we learn about His creation, and that when they leave this school, they'll be able to go into the world and serve Him.
And we can look back historically, all throughout time, and you just see glimpses of this model of education doing its job, doing it well.
We use time-honored classical methods, emphasizing grammar, logic, and rhetoric at age-appropriate levels. We believe that these methods in our curriculum effectively prepare students to think biblically about the many things in life that will confront them.
Here, they're getting a foundation that's invaluable. When they leave Grace Classical, they'll be able to filter through this culture with a biblical worldview.
Our parents are highly engaged in the life of their kids on campus and in the life of the school. We view ourselves as partnering with our parents to help them uphold God's command to rear their children in the fear and admonition of the Lord.
They strive to address and educate in the way the Scriptures command, with parents as the primary authority.
But one thing that we recommend to our friends is to come and sit in a classroom and actually see what happens. Again, along those same lines, where if you don't know that it's not just another private school or that it's the same as what you do in public school, but we just kind of do it with Jesus' name, I don't think you really see the value as much as when you come and you sit in a class and you watch the kids and you watch the teachers and you really see what's happening here. I think that's the draw.
All the families are like-minded. They're headed the same direction.
Our chief goals for our students are quite simple. We want them to love God, to love learning, and to know how to think. We are grateful to God that we can come alongside parents to help them train the hearts and minds of the next generation.